But Silence of the Lamp achieved. And maybe do a call for her. But the thing is, like, it's that, for example, I do for, like...
You were dealing with my associate before this job. I'm Book. I own the place and I like the way you work.
You put yourself into the game? Respect. Clean the floor, swipe out the graffiti. Do I need this for that? Hello? But I'm pretty sure I have ice cream. And things, but the funny thing that pistachio is always really like mint green colored. And that sort of stuff. Welcome to a new 3 Scary Games, and we're gonna talk about my identity in a bit, but you know how I often say that I do adore 4, and no, that's more related to my pregnant gender, having the big belly, and there's something in me that adores the idea of having somebody in your belly, and taking care of them, you know, just like a normal, I guess, like a normal pregnancy. But I saw this game. You work at a restaurant with a bunch of other animal critters, but you're on the menu and are delicious. Can you survive your shift? I don't know how long it will take, but that will take like 15 to 20 minutes. So, we'll see. It's wait, oh, is it from this developer? Oh, I did play Melissa. No robots allowed. Oh, wait, this developer made those? Oh, I did play No Robots Allowed and Melissa. So, well. But yeah, welcome to our first game, Carnivore. You know, I thought it would be fitting because, like, the thing I sometimes do wonder, you know, how I've been like over time, uh, I've been like over the past few weeks. Oh, this is a full game. Close your eyes. I want you to think about your most precious memory. Even someone you cherish, feel the presence they want. This isn't a visual novel story. Going back to them. But I sometimes do wonder, you know how I've been like in the past 2 weeks expressed. I pulled your body out for a moment when I saw you curled up in the ball of an anchor, feeling the death you had just experienced, but only bested by the death that is to come. I saw myself in you. The fuck? These even have voice lines? Master, you should be back soon. They seem to go right. But I do wonder sometimes, you know, as like I said, in the past 2 weeks I have been like embracing my neo-gender. Letter works. Oh. There's something tells me I shouldn't enter that, but... Is mom with a friend? Should I call for her? Be silent. Not just have maybe we should call for her. Yeah, but if you call for her, thing. But like I don't wonder sometimes what happens to me if I didn't, you know, become the Preggo Vtuber that I am today. You know, if I never got those transgender thoughts. The thing. But silence of the lamp achieved. And maybe do I call for her? But the thing is, like, as I said, for example, I do for like. I do love this art style, I'm gonna say, but like, as I said, for example, thing, but like, throughout my fantasies, and first I thought, my pregnancy were fantasies, and eventually I stumbled into Vor, and Vor is like the thing, like, I got my interest, because, you know, even if the concept may be unreal, this was a way to get a big belly, and, aww. And Melissa saves. And I think what engulfed me so is, yeah, you get your big belly. That was the first thing that got me, because the idea is that you eat somebody or swallow somebody up and you can digest them, you know, or not. That is up to the concept. But technically, it is something not possible because carnivore, ironically the thing. Vengeance too. It's technically carnivore for people. And eventually, after learning the... And like eventually the idea of like holding somebody in your belly and taking care of said person is something I really adored. So, and that is why horror, I think, stayed with me as like an interest, and more the fantasy. I think, like, I think that is how horror stayed with me. It's more, became more the fantasy thing of my pregnancy. And that sort of stuff. But yeah, I don't know, I adore something of having somebody in belly, carrying them around and taking care of it. I need a broom to clean, I should ask where to find one. And that's why I thought this game was so interesting, because I adore Vor so much, as in like eating the person and that sort of stuff. And I saw this, I was like, you know, if you're on the menu, because normally, like normally I do the eating, not the other way around, so yeah. But I have to say, I do love the art style of this game. Oh. So I do love the art style of this, but I was not expecting a visual novel style game. Oh, this is from like from the robot. From that robot game. I think that robot's called Melissa. Oh. We're ignoring this? Thing, so that's like the most thing. That's the most reason why I wanted to play this game. But to see somebody's head like even if it's an animal, and thing, but like seeing their head get like chopped off, oh, that's gross. Why does he want to make me a mistake? I did what you asked. Wow. Why is she talking about the swordfish? He loves jellyfish. Makes sense. Like, the thing is, like, it is a visual novel style game, and, like, visual novel style often has, like, you know... and thing, but... but, like, just having the text bubble of, like, something thing is, like, so effective, eh? Just like a wave of, like, letting animals talk. And do I need to talk with the... thing? And that's what I like so much about it already. The art style's cute. Is that a bear? Is that a bear? So I need to keep the chicken happy, because otherwise if I keep the chicken happy, then... wait, is there something in here? I don't like that orb one. Fabrics rules. Fur, cotton, wool. I cracked something. Don't be there, something, don't be there. I thought he wanted beer, but binoculars, I guess I get why. Task complete, but more for the shift ends. I need to talk with the fish. Like, this is so effective, and you know what this is? Like, you know what the benefit of this is? you don't have text that you have to, like, localize or, have to get the correct meaning. Because the thing is with the sentence and that sort of stuff, a sentence can often be interrupted in different ways. So what you think you say it on one way, but it can be interrupted on a different way than the meaning thing. This is simple because it's a drawing. You need a hammer. Oh, I should have used the binoculars to look at the poster. But too late. Yeah, but where do I find the hammer? Well, probably the fish belongings, I think. Is it the fish belongings? Or is it this one? No. My dearest jellyfish girl, the war has not been kind to me, but what keeps me fighting this long before you warm, electrifying embrace. I hope to come home soon, you're most faithful. Huh. I don't like this horse thing on the wall. There's gonna be a time where, I'm gonna come through here, and that horse is like... But I have a feeling I can't really fuck up. You know what I mean? But a dare apple. Does that indicate that there was a dare somewhere? One more task before the shift ends. Let me guess, I have to do something for you? The chicken. Is this where I get thrown on the grill? Uh-oh. I see. But who's cooking then? They offered me companionship, it was subordinate to me, and gave me a brief glimpse into life, but even in my youth I know there had to be a gain from them on this. What a weird business. They said they don't want to die, they said they don't want to live forever. I thought, when I looked at the poster that it was like looking for us outside. I love this. I love how it's like, normal gameplay. It's not normal gameplay and then this eerie folktale. You know, then this eerie folktale in between games. Jesus saves. Cooked. I may try this only section and then go to the next one because I think this is longer than 20 minutes or 25. Woo. Because this is like that eerie section where the killer and that sort of stuff, and you're like, yeah, it's just a quick time event. So I was one quick time away from that. I was one quick time away from that. A funny looking curtain. Somebody wrote something here, what would this be used for? The wonder skin was too loose for any kind of hair, disappointed, not a blanket for the miners I guess. The younger wonder, a fresh and tidy skin can make a delicate coat for the wife. Oh, I shall be happy and I beat for her new insatiable wear. The way is broke, I need something to pry it open. Well, you know, these can be used. Safe. I can't click. Two, 5. I need to find the other part of the code. Oh, 2, 5. 2, 5, 4, 5. Watch your kitchen stuff. And another plate done. RCM exit achieve. I'm gonna leave it here. I'll leave it for you because it's 25 minutes and I have 2 more games to play. And I thought this was shorter and that sort of stuff. It's getting bigger. And thing. I want to see what's going out there. Because like I said, but I love this. Because it's just a cute art style. Lost the chicken, right? Yeah. So either next day is like... So next day is like cow and next day is fish. Probably. And then sheep. But the thing is, I love this art style. You know, like as I said, I also said sympathy. I love the art style. I love the simplicity of like, you know, the communication between the animals of like images, which helps with like not having to localize stuff because everybody knows like waving is high. And I love the in-between sections of the fog area, which is like eerie and devious. You know, eerie and it's like eerie and you know it's like quick time, get hunted and that sort of stuff. Because if you compare it to the shifts, you know, it's completely different. So if you want to play this game further for yourself, link will be in the top of the video description down below. And with that, let's head out to game number 2. There's one of these games that like is fucked up on recording. Really, hold on. Oh wait, you can't really see it. Like in that thing in how do you say that? In like the recordings, like all these bubs appear. But thing. Welcome to our second game, Late Night Ice Cream. How many kiosk games have we played of like burgers, dinner, hot dogs? You know, you name it, I've done it probably. And now to add to the list, oh, I've seen you. We can do ice creams. A simple yet effective. Double ice cream, please. Okay, take cone. Vanilla, strawberry. Is that it? I thought the double ice cream was like double strawberry. Which is vanilla, right? Yeah. Like back in my time, like we could pick, you know, there was like pistachio. That's the funny thing. Like back in the Netherlands here, when I would live with my parents, you know, we had like they had like an ice cream shop in the city, and that ice cream shop always had like good tutti frutti, and that sort of stuff. And the thing is, I always took tutti frutti, pistachio, and chocolate. You know, lemon, maybe sometimes strawberry. Hi. Sure. But I'm pretty sure I have ice cream. And things. But the funny thing that pistachio is always really like mint green colored. And that sort of stuff. Where do I... Did that help? Dang. But when I was in Italy, because this pregnancy, I have a really icy sweet tooth. Like I have a sweet tooth, ice cream, bubble tea. That was real quick. It was a 3-minute game! Thing, you know, we got to like a mall near her, to my girlfriend's restaurant when I was in Italy. And we got to an ice cream shop and that was warm and I really wanted ice cream. And that sort of stuff. Was that really it? That was really it. Huh. Thing. We got some mall, but there was like an ice cream store at the beginning, which had like ice cream but no signs and that sort of stuff. So so I saw the Valkyrie, like the Valkyrie color, the minty green color, and I was like, okay, I want that one and the purple one because the purple one is usually tutti frutti, blueberry, and that's also a good split. So I got the ice cream. I think was it yeah, it was two cups basically. So double ice cream. And I took a bite, and it was really fresh, really minty. It was not bad ice cream, it was not ice cream that you go like, this is not what I expected. And I told my girlfriend that. But apparently, the real green thing is mint ice cream often, and the pistachio that I got, near my parents' town, usually what I see in the Netherlands as in regard of green color, is actually is way more colored, or you have like color substance in it, because my girlfriend showed me pistache, and pistache ice cream is usually more browner greenish, and that's sort of a brown greenish. And I was like blown away because for my whole life I thought that pistache was like light green mint colored, thing. So oh, the ice cream is up. This is really the game. Me and my pregnancy carvings. I need ice cream now. What do you mean you don't have ice cream? I honestly like. What happens if he? Oh. Honestly, when I picked my games today, I thought the first game was shorter and the second game was longer because I was expecting like the kiosk style games and that sort of stuff. I didn't expect like a 3-minute game. So that beats the time. What do I say about this game? I think it's too short to judge. I clearly had different expectations and that sort of stuff and thing, and those expectations didn't match. But do I have something to improve? Like I said, I think it's way too short to say something to improve because it's like give it's give 3 customers ice cream and by the 4th the enemy comes. I do think the animations can be a bit better, but seeing the skill of the game, I don't think it's like an experienced developer, or at least a developer who made some games before. Because technically, what happens now, he changes into this red being because he wants ice cream. I get that with my pregnancy artist, but well, if you want to play it for yourself, then it's at the top of the video description down below. But that's it out to game number 3. We've played games from Vuk before, but you know what that reminds me is of? I think I even have it in my recording stop still. The one that I talked about before, where I pretended to eat a clone of mine. Was he not that? Or find a Minecraft, maybe. I feel like. So I thought I'd take a snack. Several games by snack aside. Oh, so tasty, and those stupid clones. Snack several games by because thing, and this is why I directly remember that car because the last time I played the game with Vuk, it was Lonesome Town, as you can see, and it had the same thing. That. One where I tried to appeal to my foresight. Funny enough, the one where I tried to appeal by my foresight of people, by eating or pretending to eat a clone. Let's get in. Maybe I do that more often. Thing. Always so tasty, and those stupid clones of mine. But I like. Did I really that burp? To our game number 3. Snack aside, snack aside, burping aside, belly gurgling aside. Welcome to a game. But this cardboard style is Vuk, and we played multiple things by Vuk on the channel before, so let's see how all these work. He's up to the drop at a nearby abandoned moving studio, and going renovation thing. And the funny thing is, I tried to switch into game number. The access stage 12, stage 3, 1, 2, and the storage, okay. So, okay, this is way too slow. Dang. And when I was switching games, I accidentally closed my OBS. This is like really everything from the last 2 games.
Oh, you're right on time. Anyways, I left your clipboard with everything that needs to be done and where it needs to be done. And you'll find few maps around the place to help you navigate around. Well, it's not a big place, you shouldn't have much trouble, believe me. This goes without saying, but I've got you on the security cameras, so don't try anything stupid. Good luck, I'll call you later.
I'm gonna try something stupid, just to see if you have me on the security cam. Move crates in the shelf on stage 12. But this is... it makes a sense. It makes sense to have, like, a game like this in a movie studio. Because what like his last game was like really clipboard style. That would look like, a movie pop studio or a movie pop game where you go to. So I love the dick on the wall. Well, I did move the crate. What's this? What's this here? I don't know, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered. I've done those. Stage 1, 2 is the big stage, eh? Maybe there are more cases that I need to be moving. Oh, there are more boxes. I did do my job. I did do my job properly. I love how he said I was right on time, by the way, even after, I tried to navigate this for like 5 minutes.
Oh, you did good. Oh yeah, I don't think I've introduced myself yet. You were dealing with my associate before this job. I'm Book. I own the place and I like the way you work.
You put yourself into the game? Respect. Clean the floors, wipe out the graffiti. Do I need this for that? Hello? What do you mean I put the jump scare that the player can run towards? Anyway, cleaning here. Any cleaning needed here? I love how the door pushes you back. Am I good at my job, guys? Does this Preggo earn her right? I think I earned my right. As neo-gender Preggo girl. I'm pretty sure I heard footsteps. Did you? I'm pretty sure the lights are gonna get off, you know, or gonna go off. Like, I'm pretty sure the lights are gonna go off. Why else give they... I might be good at doing my job, but I might be good at speaking. But the lights are gonna go off. I already can tell you, because why else would they give me a flashlight? Did I do everything? Did I? I didn't see anything here anymore. Maybe back to the entry? Ah. There is my confirmation that I did my job correctly. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Hey, just calling to ask.
To ask what? Why am I so pregnant? I don't know, you tell me.
Have you noticed something strange going on? My cameras have been acting weird, flickering mostly.
Wait, now it's not fuck anymore. Move people props into the garage. Where do I place them? This is the garage, right? And does that count for this one too? Because technically it's already in the garage. Wait, can I climb this? No. I'm British. Okay. I'm pretty sure I start hearing stuff, I guess. Can I open the door? Like, I should have known. I should have known. I should have known. But, like, it still gets me. Can I open the door? That's mean. Because these were the buildings during that game. There were like people like on cardboards too. There were the cars driving across the street. So, like, there's a way to reuse your assets. You know, by saying, hey, and thing, or even not reusing assets, or giving the idea that like that is taken in a movie and was not real. Do I have to also take this? No, only these two. You know, if I could open that door, that would make it so much easier, but no. No, 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 no. No, we're not allowed to do that, Preggo. You behave like the rules and be a good Preggo and get good exercise. Dumbass. I like being things. I like doing things fast. You know, like why would I have to like take the few extra seconds around with like props around in my eyes and that sort of or hands sort of stuff, giving the risk of like breaking them. If I also could just walk through this door. But hey, yeah, who am I to talk about efficiency? Have you seen my breast? Have you seen my belly? You don't think there's a risk for me to breaking them? There's no. There's no call. Did I ever got one? Is there one in the entry hallway again? Is there? Now, of course, there has to be one in the entry hall. Why does it have to be one in the entry hall? Hello?
Help me.
You're the one who scared me.
Help me.
Aren't you the one who scared me? So I helped you, so what now? Thanks for playing my game, was that it? Was that it? Oh. No, I'm not gonna read that, but like... You know, I'm like I'm a little bit disappointed. I'm almost wanna say. You know how much you could have done with like an idea of like a movie set studio? In like sense moving stuff around, you know. Yeah, like to give an example, and I know maybe it's a bit copyright, but you know what Bendy with the Ink Machine did in chapter one? In chapter one, and the first 2 minutes. It is simple, but like they popped cardboard, you know, the bendy cardboards around, and that sort of stuff. You know, the famous this famous that you walked around the corner, you know. This, but there are also later in the hallway that he pops around the thing and such. And that is really visible in this one.
Zombie apocalypse.
Here.
These pipes that flow from the ink machine.
I forgot what was shown. Yeah, I think it was shown here. No. But basically, thing, so there was like, thing. And that's why I think this is so disappointing because, yeah, it's like, oh yeah, there's a person running across the room. Oh, he runs across the room again, gotcha. You know, and he trips over. There's not even a proper, like, I think if he jump scared me, you know, he tried to turn it into a Saw idea, you know, where it's like it captivates you, you know, he closes the studio down and you have to play his game, you know, find like set thing on the movie set. There's so much you can do with this. Like you can do the bendy way where you like even do like a little jump scare with the card out. You can go the Saw way where you said, you know, the guy takes over the movie studio for a bit and you have to play his game, otherwise he kills you and that sort of stuff. You can like make little jump scares with like fire falling over and that sort of stuff in these. Or altering things that you'd be like, who did put that here, you know? There's so much you can do here. But also all the time there's done so little. I think this is like a case of like really underperforming. As in like you have two scare moments and that's it. Two. But if you want to play it for yourself, link is at the top of the video description down below and that sort of stuff. So yeah. I'm Preggo, Elise, je pakt naar Vtuber Transgender on the internet, je pakt naar gender go around the internet. If you like what you saw, I usually upload on horror, I upload 2 videos on Friday, around horror, with Friday being the horror Friday, as I said, in the morning, a random horror game. In this case, there should be 3 scary games, the finale, Escape the Backrooms, Correction, the finale. If you want to see that, make sure to check that out. If you're watching this later, back then the 12th of June, that might be a different horror game, but usually on Friday, I upload in the morning the horror game, and in the evening. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe and ring the notification bell. Furthermore, I do focus on Project different horror content on the channel, so if you're interested in that. But also a lot of Let's Plays like Blueprints, Call of Duty Veteran Campaign Series, Binding of Isaac, you name it, I have done it. And that sort of stuff. So if you're interested in that, make sure to check my channel out down below. If you want to stay up to date, then make sure to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. You can also join my Discord through the link tree at the bottom of the video description to, you know, to stay up to date. That's the best place to get to talk to me. That's the best place, or that's the best place to get in contact with me. That's the best place to get to talk with me. And that's the best place for better updates because I'm the most active in my Discord and that sort of stuff. So if you want to talk with me, get better updates, or be part of a small gaming community, that's your chance. If you want to play any of the games that I've played today, they will be linked at the top of the video description down below. With that, I want to say, have a wonderful time, have a wonderful week, and I'll see you in the next 3 scary games. Until then, bye. Bye.